Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Do you struggle using charcoal on a Weber Kettle grill or any type of charcoal grill? Well, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to get this charcoal lighted up and have no lighter fluid flavor. Nobody wants lighter fluid flavor on their food. Also, in addition to showing you how to use charcoal properly, I am going to show you how to cook ribeye steaks perfectly using that Weber kettle right over there and using lump charcoal. We're going to turn out the most perfect medium rare ribeye steaks the way that we love to eat them. So first thing we have to do, we have to get that charcoal lighted, and I'm going to show you how to do it without using any type of lighter fluid. So I have the ribeye steaks out here, and the first thing we have to do is we have to season them up. I'm going to be using my SPG Plus, and we're going to coat the whole ribeyes. All right, I'll bring you down here, and we'll get these ribeyes seasoned up here. All right, let's get to seasoning these up. These are some really thick ribeyes. All right, you can see how thick those are. And we're doing this before we start that charcoal up so this seasoning can sit on this meat for a little while. Draw some of that moisture out. And then it'll put it right back in there. Oh yeah. These are some good hunks of meat here. All right, looking good. I'm gonna go bring these inside. All right, I'm gonna go bring these ribeyes inside, let them sit for 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour, and we're gonna go get that charcoal, light it up. It's gonna take at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes before it's ready. All right, I'm gonna bring these ribeyes in, and I will bring you over to the Weber kettle, and we will start that charcoal. Okay, the first thing you need is some good hard lump charcoal. You can use briquettes if you want, or any other type of charcoal, but if you use hard lump charcoal, it will burn hotter and longer. So you definitely want to get you some of this hard lump charcoal. And this is obviously what we're going to be using today. All right, we're going to get our charcoal chimney filled up, and I'll show you the next step. All right, let's get this lump charcoal poured in here. And using this charcoal chimney is why you don't need any lighter fluid, and your food will not taste like lighter fluid. All right, the next thing you need is one tumbleweed or any type of equivalent charcoal lighter starter. I love these tumbleweeds because they work really great. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to put that tumbleweed on the bottom, this out of the way, and you're going to light it, and then set your charcoal right over it. And you should see your charcoal start to smoke here pretty quick. And there you go. You can start seeing your charcoal smoking. It's going to take 20 to 30 minutes for this to kind of ash over. You don't want it all ashed over, but for it to get pretty much up to here, burning red. And you'll see a little bit of flame coming out of here. All right, when we get to that point, I will bring you back. Also make sure when you are lighting your charcoal, make sure your bottom vent is wide open. I forgot to tell you that. You want good airflow to get that charcoal going. All right, when you can see that flame coming up and your charcoal is about 3/4 of the way up lit, you are good to dump it. All right, let's dump this charcoal and get ready for the next step. All right, let's get this charcoal dumped. We're going to keep it over to one side. Now we're going to put our grate on. Put the lid on. And we're going to have bottom vent still fully open, top vent still fully open for a few minutes. And then we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, right now we're sitting at about 450, so we're going to choke this down a little bit and get this fire at about 350 degrees. So what we're going to do first, we're going to come down here and we're going to close that damper at about that dot right there. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to close this to about right there. And that's going to choke that fire down and get that heat temperature down. All right, we should be getting to about 350 a little bit later on. We got to let it come down. Okay, before we put the ribeyes on the grill, let's see what they're temping at. Looking at about roughly 45 there. And roughly 45 with that one. All right, we're going to cook these ribeyes to 100 degrees. And then after that, we're going to put them over the charcoal, get them all seared up, and bring them up to about 125, 130 at the most. All right, let's get these ribeyes on. Okay, first thing we're going to do, going to put a couple pieces of oak in here for smoke. And then we're going to put these ribeyes on the indirect side. All right, this one could use a little more seasoning. Some of it came off. All right, get these over here. And let's get this lid closed. And we're going to put the vent right over the meat so that smoke will come up and over. And we're going to open that up just a little bit more. All right, when these hit 100 degrees, I will bring you back. All right, we are nowhere near being done. I just want to give them a flip. Ooh. All right, just for the heck of it, let's see. Yeah, low 80s. In the 70s, yeah, we definitely, of course, have more to go. Put that lid back on. All right, we're sitting at 100 for both of these ribeyes. We're going to let these coals heat up a little bit so we can put these pieces of meat right on the coals and on the fire. I'll bring it back shortly. All right, before we sear these off, I got some butter, thyme, and rosemary. We're going to melt up here real quick so we can spread it on the ribeyes after they're all done. Let's get that over the fire a little bit. All right, that's pretty much melted. It'll finish melting here. Now let's get these ribeyes over the hot coals. Probably going to leave these for about a minute. Get that one off the fire. All right, let's give them a flip. Check where we're at. 120, 125. Let's get a little bit of this butter and herbs on here. And that butter is going to make that fire flame up. All right, let's get this side. All right, let's see where we're at. Nope, still got a little ways to go. All right, these ribeyes are done. Let's get them taken off. And we're gonna let them sit for a little bit. All right, let's cut into this and see how we did. Oh yeah, perfect medium rare. Just like I like it. Nice. Let's get this side cut up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice juicy fat too. That's going to be a good bite. All right, if you didn't know, I have two different flavors of steak sauce. I have my original flavor right there, and then I have one with a little more kick called the bold flavor. And today I have bold flavor already open, so that's what I'm going to be using. And we're going to pour some of this right on this steak. All right. Now I'll bring you up and we will taste this ribeye. All right, I hope I showed you how you can use charcoal without getting that lighter fluid taste. It's all in the steps of how you start your charcoal on fire. But look at this, and we cooked perfect ribeye, in my opinion. Let's get some of this sauce on there. Yeah, perfect medium rare. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look how juicy that is. Perfectly cooked ribeye steak. Oh yeah. Now we're going to try this. Get me a piece with some fat on it. Yeah, there you go. Got some fat here. Nice medium rare. This is going to be one tasty bite. Let's get some more sauce on here. Yeah. All right. There you go. Mm. Fat on ribeye is so tasty. Yeah, look at that piece right there. And that steak sauce. That is some delicious steak sauce. There's another piece of meat and fat. One more and we'll call it. Look at that juicy, scrumptious, delicious looking piece right there. Oh yeah. Alrighty, that's all I got for you today. I hope I taught you a little something. How to manage charcoal, how to cook a steak to your liking perfectly, and with a little bit of smoke flavor by adding those wood chunks. You don't need a big smoker to get smoke flavor on your food. All right, everybody, if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. You can also consider hitting that like button. It helps the channel out greatly. And as I always say, if I can cook it, you can cook it. Stop making boring food. All right, everybody, I will definitely see you on the next video. Take care.